So with regulations completely shifting and demand changing, the big question is, where does the smart money actually go? It's not as simple as just picking the prettiest lake anymore, right? The real answer is kind of buried in the numbers, so let's dive in.
Let's just start with a number that should get your attention. Nearly $78,000. That's the potential annual revenue for a typical property in the region's top-performing township. But, and this is a big but, as you're about to see, the highest revenue, well, it doesn't always tell the whole story.
Okay, first things first, let's get the lay of the land. We're going to start with a bird's eye view of the core numbers across all 6 key submarkets to see how they really, truly stack up against each other. Now, what's really interesting here is the story this table starts to tell. At a glance, Muskoka Lakes looks like the runaway winner on revenue, and that's driven by a, frankly, staggering $818 average daily rate. But then, your eye kind of drifts over to Huntsville. It's got the lowest revenue potential of the bunch, but look at that, the highest occupancy at 52%. This is our first major clue that there are very, very different ways to win in this market. And this chart just throws that contrast into sharp relief. You have Muskoka Lakes and Georgian Bay way up top, commanding these absolutely premium prices. And then there's Huntsville, all the way on the other end of the scale. That gap is huge, and it perfectly sets up the 2 main investment strategies that we see dominating the entire region. So here are those 2 paths laid bare. In Muskoka Lakes, you are playing the luxury game. You're aiming for fewer bookings, but from a high-end clientele that's willing to pay top dollar. Over in Huntsville, it's a volume game. You offer a much more accessible price point, and your number one goal is just to keep that calendar full. Both are profitable for sure, but they require completely different properties and, honestly, completely different management styles. Okay, so you've got these 2 very different strategies. But what kind of property do you actually need to pull them off?